Hey there guys, Vans here. Just like to start off this video by thanking a couple of people to help me achieve the amount of subscribers I have. As you've probably seen, I've gone up in subscribers quite a substantial amount. I'd like to thank first of all Swifty, Dare McTire, Wow Hobbs, Bajira. They've all been very helpful. Without their support and their shoutouts and everything like that, I wouldn't really be at the amount of subscribers I'd be. But the one thing that I can promise you guys is that I'll always be releasing new content, great footage for you guys, and I'll also like to take in some input on what kind of material you guys want to see in the near future, what type of guides you want to see, what type of gameplay, and I'll get it for you guys. It's all about me communicating with you guys, and I'll be happy to do that. Alright, let's start off this video. What I'm going to be talking about throughout this video is how you can manage your CC better. As you guys can see right here, I'm playing PHDk. PHDk is one of those comps where you really want to switch a lot and you just really want to keep the pressure going. You can't really pull back or you'll fall really behind and the team could really counter pressure you back. How I like to start off PHDk is I either want this Death Knight to strangle immediately so it doesn't diminish in returns with my silencing shot. So if he does strang, it would be either a 5-second blanket strang, and if I do end up silencing shotting, it would only be like a 2-second one. So you always want to have your Death Knight strangulate first. What I like to do off that is make sure I bait the intervene off the warrior, and if not, I'll just disengage, root him with narrow escape. All these spells that I'm going to be mentioning here will be listed either above here on the video so you guys can see them more properly and what I'm actually talking about. One other great thing that I like about PHDk is if the Death Knight utilizes his Dark Simulacrum, he can actually steal a lot of the Cyclones, and as you can see in this video, my Death Knight Uses does a great job on taking those Cyclones, and he pretty much takes every single one of them. Since Mr. Pandaria came out, the new ability Narrow Escape entered into the game. Basically what Narrow Escape does is it roots everybody when I disengage in an 8-yard radius for 8 seconds. It will be removed if taken damage upon. It just got nerfed. You could actually just keep on attacking and the target would still be in the root. So that was kind of a little bug, or I guess a little overpowered thing. That one's fixed now. I still think this is a great spell actually to use. I basically use it to root the warrior so he can't get my trap, but most of the time now that the safeguard will remove any root from the warrior, it's kind of hard to get that off. But what you want to do is you want to keep a conk shot on him and also disengage and then go for the trap. It'll be a bit delayed that I've noticed from this, but it really helps. You also want to sometimes bait with a scatter shot and he'll instantly intervene, and you can even sometimes narrow escape into a trap. The only thing I wouldn't recommend this on, it would be a druid, just because they can shapeshift out of roots. So they could, if they're decent, they could just shapeshift out of it and basically it would be a waste of a trap. Another thing that you guys should keep in mind about traps is that if you know you're not going to get any and you're just throwing it out there just so you hope it lands, don't do that. You want to guarantee it. Ask your teammates, do you have a Hodge that I can trap off of? As you can see in this video, I actually trap off of a few stuns that the Death Knight can provide. That's another great thing, you guys. You want to communicate with your teammates so you know what they have and what you can add to that to land your CC. I'm going to be going over the overview of how a typical CC rotation would be if you're playing PHDk. I'd usually start off by letting my Death Knight strangulate first so it doesn't jar with my silencing shot, followed off with a trap. Just make sure if you're facing a warrior team to bait that intervene, especially if they're playing safeguard, because it will take them out of any route. So if you do narrow escape and then go for the trap, most decent warriors will get it. So what I like to do in some situations, I either like to conk shot them or bait the trap completely with a scatter shot and then intervene it, and then you can trank shot their intervene, and later on a bit you can just narrow escape trap them. Just careful once again, if they're druids, they can shapeshift out of that. Out of that, you guys, Death Knights, if they're good, they can take some nice Dark Simulacrum spells, especially once again in this clip, Uses does an amazing job getting those Cyclones. Moving on to the Paladin ones, Hodge and Blinding Light are very useful. A Paladin can basically take over CC for a good 10 to 12 seconds. I usually ask my Paladin a lot if he has Hodge, especially because I can trap off of it and most teams don't really expect that. If they do, and if I am facing a warrior, I'll scatter shot the warrior just in case he does see it. He won't be able to intervene it, and if he does trinket it, there'll be a delayed time for him to intervene, so I'll pretty much be guaranteed the trap. Blinding Light is a very good peel but also a very good CC as well. It can get multiple targets, and it's just a great overall spell for CC and just keeping the pressure up going. Alright, thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this and I hope you learned something. I want to add something to this video. I want to make sure that you guys are enjoying what you're seeing. I really actually read through all of the comments, believe it or not. I read every little thing. And if you guys have any topics that you guys want me to talk about, any new guides, any new content, any little thing that you might want to see, if I don't see it, I apologize. I do try to read through most of the comments, but once again, just let me know. I try to help you guys as much as I can. And once again, thanks again for watching, and this is Vans out.